All right, I started. We're good.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then.
Well,
I guess I should start this music that you can't hear, that
yeah,
only I
let's
can
not
hear.
have the same fucking thing happen where you played it 1,000 times at the
Nope.
last podcast.
I'll only
That
play it
was
once this time.
that was
I
so
played it at
ridiculous.
the perfect time. Hello,
Yeah.
everybody. Welcome to
Yo yo.
that damn podcast with Dustin Sutliff and Miles Phillips. I'm Miles Phillips.
I'm Dustin Sutliff. That was weird. No, hey.
Yeah, this is
That's us.
probably the best podcast in the world, the best podcast you'll ever listen to in your lifetime. So fasten your seatbelts because you're in for one wild ride.
There we go.
That
That's
was
a
nice, huh? That
that was nice. That's kind of putting a lot of pressure, a little
was
bit.
that was a good
I was gonna
intro.
be like, "Wow, right," and then let me just start talking about something
I'm gonna use some of these sounds that I have on this platform I'm using
dumb.
because I haven't used them really yet. So I'm gonna give us some applause. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. It's been an honor to serve you as a co-podcast host with Dustin Sutlift.
Coming
Sutliff.
at you. You say Sutlift?
Yeah, I said Sutlift for
Come
some
on,
reason.
dude. You've known me for like 6 years.
10 years.
Not 10. I've known you for 10.
10 years. We have known each other for quite a long time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Throughout college.
yeah.
Since, I mean, really not that long. Like, I mean, I've known some people longer than you. Like, I've known my mom a little longer than you.
No, you
You
haven't.
know? I've known her
You're
since, like,
lying.
that whole birth thing happened.
Oh, I
Popped
forget.
out and, hey, mama.
I forgot people get birthed.
People get birthed, Miles. You get birthed and there you are.
That happened to me one time.
That happened to all of us one time. One time. That's
It,
something everyone has in common,
yeah,
man. Everyone's got birthed once.
it happens once in your life. You better
Once in
do
your
it
life, and
right.
you can never get birthed again.
Yeah,
Unless you believe in reincarnation, I guess.
yeah,
But technically, you still wouldn't be the same person,
yeah.
though, right?
It's a new life.
It's a new, but I guess,
So in
well,
that life,
actually, that's kind of interesting. So, with reincarnation, do you, if someone says, I believe in reincarnation, so do you have the same soul? Like, you'd still be a different person, though, so would it technically really be reincarnation? You'd have to have some sort of a similar thing from your past life, correct?
I have no clue. I don't know how reincarnation
Thanks.
works.
Hey, thanks for being really helpful with that.
I just know that you die and then you come back as something else, and what
You
you
die
did
and
in
you
your
come back as a
previous life,
pencil.
what you do in your previous life can influence what you become in the next life.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how that works, I think. Uh, but I mean, we do have the whole internet at our fingertips, so we could probably look this up.
Yeah, but
What
it's just like, yeah.
reincarnation is? I'll do it.
I
Uh,
just,
what?
I just would think, I don't know. I just think that it's gotta, I don't, you, if you said, I believe in reincarnation, so you are being recreated in another body form, whatever atmosphere. I don't know, something. That could be a cup. But me as this milk gallon cart is that's weird. That's weird. I don't think this isn't a person. I'm looking at this milk carton.
Looking at milk?
Looking at this milk carton. That can't
Well,
be a person. Like this isn't my old friend Billy. This isn't Billy is not this thing.
are you? You're saying Billy is a milk carton?
I'm saying like Billy could have believed in reincarnation. He believed that he came back as a milk carton.
I don't think you come back as like inanimate objects.
That's what, but that's the belief of reincarnation, though.
I don't think that's what that is.
What? How do you know that?
I'm reading about it right now. I'm becoming the world's expert on reincarnation right now. I'm on.
The
Uh,
rebirth of a soul in the new body. So your soul
uh
is the same. but so you'd have to be
Yeah.
reborn as an animal or a human. So you could come back as a hawk and still be a sarcastic dick, but you'd be a
Yeah.
fucking
Hold
hawk
on.
and you could fly.
Yeah. Reincarnation is not a simple physical birth of a person. For instance, John being reborn as a cat in the next life. In this case, John possesses an immortal soul which transforms to the form of a cat after his death. This cycle is repeated over and over again. Or, if he is lucky, he will be reborn as a human being. This notion of the transmigration of the soul definitely does not exist in Buddhism. Oh, I'm reading about Buddhism right now. So I guess this is not. Okay, hold on. This is from BuddhaNet.com. So this is what Buddhists believe about reincarnation. They talk about karma.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You want to know what I don't want to be reincarnated as?
What?
A shark.
That's
Or
cool.
no, not
Sharks
even
are
a shark.
cool.
Like probably like a seal. Anything that has to live in the ocean. Or like actually, no, let me take that back. I don't want to be reincarnated as an animal. Like a fucking lion or an antelope.
You don't or
Like
you do?
I don't.
Why not?
Because
Animals are
every
cool.
day death is a very high possibility for you.
Yeah, but I
And
mean, you're not.
antelopes don't die of old age. They die because a lion tore their ass apart.
Or
That's how
they
they
die of
die.
old age, or
Okay,
other,
maybe,
or
but
sicknesses
most
or
of the time
diseases,
they're
like other
dying
people.
because a lion ate them. I don't want anything to eat me. That's not cool, man.
Yeah, but
That's
you still have
not.
that chance now.
Not. I don't think like every. I
You know, you
no.
could die at any moment.
That's true, but it's most likely not going to be because someone ate me.
So you're fine with dying, just not because
I mean,
someone.
I'm more fine with dying than anyone eating me. Like that freaks me out. Like Hannibal Lecter is the scariest movie to me. Or not Hannibal Lecter. That's not the name of the movie. Silence of the Lambs. But that movie creeped me out because that was when I first realized there were cannibals out there and people eat people, and that
I
blew
guess
my
that
mind.
guess that is scary. It'd be frightening to be
Yes,
eaten
that's
by
scary,
someone.
Miles. If I came up to you and ate your face, that'd be a little freaky, wouldn't it? Because
It
you'd be
would.
dead. I'm eating you. I'm eating you while you're alive. That's not. I
I'm
can't come
eating
up with
you.
that.
You
What are you
remember?
doing? I'm eating you.
I'm eating you. Do
What
you
are you
remember that? This.
Seen in Step Brothers? Yes.
No, I'm talking about something else now. It was
Okay.
this guy who was on bath salts and he ate someone's face. Do you remember that?
No.
You don't remember? That was like a huge story in the news about this guy who was on bath salts and he ate someone's
Might have.
face. And there's like video of it, like on the side of the highway.
Oh God.
You don't remember that at
Ah.
all?
I mean, no, because if I did, even if I heard about that, I would have blocked that out of my head.
It happened in
I would have.
Miami.
Of course, it happened in Miami.
Yeah.
I will say, in these cities that I live in now, all that kind of crazy shit is more apt to happen. There's some crazy people in these towns. Hey, but they're just this one dude. It, they just don't give a shit here, man. People will argue. This Russian dude. Oh, I apologize for anyone that's going to hear this shitty Russian dialect, but deal with it. But he was just yelling at his girlfriend on the train, and he was just like, "I can't believe you do that to me." That's not Russian, is it? That's not even close.
No. Get into it first. Say like
I don't,
illumination.
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 Why do you do
Illum-
this to me? You come to my house and you. That's just Schwarzenegger. It's fine. You come to my house and I punch you in the face. You tell them. I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting it. But anyway, he's just yelling at her and she's crying, and I'm just like, who does that in the middle of a Times Square subway station? How are you gonna yell about how you're pissed off that this girl did whatever the hell she did?
I guess nothing's very really like private in New York, so
Nothing
it
is.
it
It's
either be like you'd either hear that conversation your next door from your next door neighbor or on the subway. There's not much you could like not much you can hide.
I guess, but whatever. Yeah. Did you have a good week, Milo? I always ask that in the podcast, but did you have a good one?
I
This
had
is our
I had an all right week.
Anything new?
It was okay.
Any more hot cougar grandmas or?
No more hot cougar grandmas.
All right, that's all right.
We open a show this week, a children's show
Yay!
this week, so that's happening. But
That's
nothing
awesome.
else has really happened.
All right.
Nothing else is
Well, that's
going
okay,
on.
man.
I'm
Hey.
living an okay life, you know. This weekend I did nothing really. I mean, I went to karaoke on
There you go.
Friday.
Did you sing?
I did sing. You know
What'd
what
you
I
sing?
sang?
What?
I sang "Your Man" by Josh Turner.
Ooh. Fire. I love it.
Sing a
There you go.
little bit of country music.
Singing a little bit of country music. All right. We'll get in the country a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I had a pretty good week and everything. It was pretty good. It's actually really good. I got some good news that I can't necessarily. I'm not supposed to post it on social media yet.
He's in a new film with Daniel Day-Lewis and George Clooney and Denzel Washington. He's playing opposite all three of those guys.
Yeah, and Denzel came up to me and said, "You're the best actor I've ever seen." And I go, "Yeah, I know. Thanks, Denzel. Get out of my face, fucking loser. I'm getting paid more than them too. It's fucking great."
Yeah.
But hopefully by the next podcast I can elaborate on it a little more. But it's nice. It's kind of cool. It's nice. But that's all I'm gonna say about it for now, just so I don't get yelled at by the people. Anywho, I went to a lot of parties this week actually. Did a lot of that, met some new people, which was cool. And I always talk about it, but I just love meeting new people.
Mm-hmm.
Love new friends, man. It was cool though. It was nice. But hey, yeah.
I love to party. Stuff. I want to go to a good party.
Yeah, dude, I went to a couple of good ones. It was fun. Then one of my other friends was just like, "Dustin, God damn it, I feel like you're treating New York like college again." I'm like, "Yeah, I've kind of reverted back to doing that. Apparently, I didn't do it as much in Chicago, but here I'm just like I'm having a pretty good time. I'm loving it." My cousin got married though this weekend, and I missed out on that because I had a callback and audition this week, so I didn't go back to Nebraska for it. And I was pretty bummed about that, but.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats to Andrew McDonald and Ashley. Probably don't listen to this, but
hey, congrats, Andrew and Ashley.
Yeah, dude, they got married.
Both have A names. That must mean you'll be together forever.
Let's hope, man.
Congratulations on your wedding.
Yeah, it was cool. I was getting texts from all the family. My dad dressed all nice. It's so weird. My dad doesn't ever wear anything but a hat and freaking Under Armour shirts. So
that's all he wears, just a hat and an Under Armour shirt.
He's naked everywhere. He's naked everywhere else. It's whatever. He's naked everywhere else. It's cool. What are we talking about today? What are we up to today?
We were going to talk about a little bit a subject that inspires some controversy among people in general, and that topic is country music.
Yeah. The music of the gods.
Yeah.
I guess a little backstory. I'm a pretty big country fan. I'm from Nebraska, so I think that warrants it pretty much. But I think I love it, and I've had many people tell me that they hate it, and they're like, country sucks. So I constantly have to have that argument with people at times. And I know you would always never want me to play country at our place, and you always make fun of it. But I hate people's arguments on why they think country sucks, because people like yourself would tell me, "Oh, they just talk about the same thing every song. They talk about beer, they talk about trucks, and they talk about women." And I go, "What the hell is modern music? The top 40 music crap talks about the same shit all the time: sex, alcohol, drugs. That's it. That's all. That's what they talk about." But for some reason with country, that argument gets brought up when it's literally the same thing for almost any genre, really.
I think
all genres are most song is based off of love or some sort of heartbreak or something like that most of the time. So I don't get that argument. The argument makes no sense to me.
I think people like to make fun of country just because it's easy to make fun of.
Well, why is it easy
There's a lot there to just make fun of. Oops, I got a message.
Well, aren't you cool? Get off your... Yeah. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't get how it's easy. I think like I can see certain things where they're like the Bo Burnham thing. It's like it talks about how the modern day country. It's called like stadium country music or whatever. Keith
Yeah.
Urban, Luke Bryan, who I love actually. They like pander to their audience, but I think they're singing about working class people, and yeah, they're not working class people anymore, but a lot of them used to be, and I think they're talking about things that like everyday people go through, and that's why so many people love them. So I don't see what's wrong with that. Yeah, he's talking about he drove his truck on the back road, but like there's farmers out there that's what they do, and it's kind of nice when you have music that's talking about it, and that's not saying suck my dick, fucking da da da. That's not that's not music to me, even though I do love some rap. But I don't like that's whatever. And I also think country artists are way better singers and performers than some. I will not say a lot because obviously Beyonce and Adele are fucking incredible. Like can't dispute that. But I think country artists sound better live most of the time, in my opinion,
I
at
guess I
least.
haven't seen country music. I haven't seen a country artist live,
It's
but I mean
great.
there are some country artists with some great voices. I love some Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton is good. Chris Stapleton is kind
He's
of
like amazing.
he's a little bit he's got that old school and he's got kind of that really nice modern. He's got some modernness to him, but he brings back that old school, which I think are nice. And I also think there's two different types of kind of country music lovers. I am a big fan of the modern day country. I like it. It sits well in my ears. Like I don't know how else to
Mm.
explain it, but it's just like I love to listen to it. I think they sound really good. Um, and it's not. I don't feel uncomfortable listening to it, and it just tells like a story, and it's nice. I don't know, but I
Yeah,
also love me some old school Alan Jackson. You know, I love him. Tim McGraw, I still think is old school, but I'm not like those guys are. Those
I
guys are
wouldn't say
awesome.
Tim McGraw is old school.
Tim McGraw is pretty. It's not. Tim McGraw's pretty decently old school, but he's still modern by far. But who else? Well, like oh my God, who am I? Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash is great. He's awesome. Little oldness to him.
Yeah, Johnny Cash is amazing. One of the greatest artists ever.
That's true. Johnny Cash is.
He's up there.
So why don't you like country music?
I
Like,
don't
what's your issue with
I don't
or what?
necessarily hate country music because there are types of country music that I do enjoy, and for the most part, I mean, I'll sit through a country song, but I think in that way I'm kind of like a sheep. I just follow the crowd. If one person's making fun of country music playing, I'll join along and make fun of the country
Oh,
music
so you're a
playing
follower,
because I mean that stuff is
aka you're
easy
a bitch.
because
Is what you're.
you do have a
You
lot
don't
of
have
those
mind of
like
your own. That's
I
what you're
don't know.
telling.
It's easy. I think country music is easy to make fun of.
That's
It's
like
an
what a bully
I
says.
think it's an easy exactly though. You know that's why bullies bully because it's easy. When you have an easy target, that's why you do it.
That makes you a lame person, Miles.
I'm not
Why?
saying it makes me a better person than anyone else. I'm just saying that's the reason why people make fun of country music.
But you're saying you don't necessarily like it, or you just make fun of it just because you're like, yeah, it sucks. Well, one, that means you're not having an original thought, which is dumb. Doesn't make any sense to me. You gotta like things because you like them. That's probably why I get made fun of all the time because I like it. But yeah, I like it. It's fine. Just like I like One Tree Hill. I don't care. Make fun of me all you want. I like One Tree Hill. It's whatever. I'm over it. That's dumb. I don't like that, Miles. You just went down 2 points on the scale.
I think plenty of people. I think the majority of people enjoy country music. The majority of people in
Now
this
that's not
world.
true.
I think no. I think that definitely is true. I think a lot of people. What you just said about me. I think a lot of people are that way. People will make fun of country music, but there are like, but they actually like it. They enjoy it. There are songs they enjoy. Hold on,
Well, there's
just a
always going to
second.
be songs from
I gotta
any
plug my in for
genre
a
that you're
second
going
because they
to
just came out.
enjoy. I
Man,
don't
I don't.
like
Okay. All right.
metal.
Okay. Now I can
What?
hear you. If you were just
What?
talking, I couldn't hear you because my earphones came out.
What the? You're so weird, Milo. Anywho, I mean, like so many people that don't like country. I think country kind of speaks to a certain person, and
Yeah.
like Amy, I was on the subway with Amy. Amy's like, "Let me listen to some of your music." So I did the whole take my earphone and you take the other earphone, whatever thing. And all I have on my phone is a lot of country music, a lot of modern whatever country. And she's listening, she's like, "What the hell is this shit?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "I hate this." I'm like, "What do you mean you hate this?" But there's like another person, I'm at a party, I'm like, "I'm gonna play country." They're like, "No." They don't like it. I'd meet way many more people that don't like it than I've met anyone that does.
Don't play what you're talking. The state. Don't play this. Play like stuff like Chris Stapleton. People will love that shit.
See, I
People,
like. I
I
don't. I'm
promise
not a big.
people.
I don't like as much of the old school country. I like Luke Bryan. I love Sam Hunt. Sam Hunt, I think, is such a cool country artist
And that's what.
because
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
he's a different type. He kind of has this nice different tone. He's not very twangy. I don't like incredibly twangy country artists. Yeah, and then I get down on my knee. There. Like, no, I don't like that. But you get me Luke Bryan singing some "Girl, You Make My Speakers Go Boom Boom," but he sounds a lot better when he sings it. That shit, I'm like, yeah.
On Wikipedia, it
Why are you using
categorizes.
Wikipedia as a valid source for anything?
Just
That's like
hold
the
on.
first thing
Hold on.
that's the first
Hold
thing
on
we
a
learned in
minute.
high school.
Hold on a minute. Just hold on.
Well, I found on Wikipedia that it said
They
Donald
categorize Luke Bryan in what they call bro country. It says in the
again.
2010s, bro country, a genre noted primarily for its themes on drinking and partying, girls, and pickup trucks, became popular. Notable artists associated with this genre are Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean, Blake Shelton, and Florida Georgia Line.
I love every one of those artists that you just every one of them. I
People
have
like
numerous
Florida Georgia Line. Cruise
no,
was like a number one hit for a while.
dude, all those guys have had number one hits. People hate Florida Georgia Line
See, but
because
that's that. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. They've all had number one hits, and that means people love that shit. People love it, but they
well,
don't
yeah,
like
because it
want
gets
to
more
admit
into
that
top
stuff.
that because that kind of music gets more into a little bit more top 40 ish, but they're not. Florida Georgia Line is never going to be like Beyonce. Like
Yeah,
they're not. Those people are never going to appeal to the. I don't know. I'm trying to explain this. Like yeah, they'll have a number one hit, but like I don't know how to explain this to you.
or play some Wagon
I,
Wheel. Everybody will get lit to Wagon Wheel. I think the
everyone will get
majority of
lit to
people
wagon.
will
I think I got
love
lit to
that
wagon wheel
song.
this weekend. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Dude, I don't know. I just meet a lot of people that don't like it. But I guess if you're calling it, I can't use Wikipedia as a source to
Hold on.
some guy named Fred just type that in. But I mean, that makes sense. I for some reason like it. I mean, it's okay. I don't care. I
And
don't know
that's
why I
okay.
like it. Maybe it's because I am a bro, or whatever. Someone told me I heard I was Joey 8 times today or this past week. Some dude, my new friend Cody that I met, he was just like, "Dude, you're a total Joey." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." I totally take that as a compliment. I don't know if Joey's a bro, but hey, whatever. But I meet a lot of people that don't like country, bro. Kelsey Earhart, Kelsey, if you're listening to this, we were supposed to do a podcast once talking about country music because she hates it. She just went on a rant about why it sucked.
I don't.
But
Yeah, I don't know. I think. I mean, my like since I don't know. For my mind has slowly changed over the years about country. And I feel like yes, I have been that person to make fun of country music, and I have been that person to make fun of you for listening to country music.
yeah,
Because
all the time.
one, because it is easy, and sometimes you're easy to make fun of.
You're easy to make fun of. Shut your mouth.
Exactly. People
Exactly.
make fun of me because it's easy. People make fun of you because it's easy.
That's really disheartening, Milo. I'm
That's
the
not
coolest
that's
guy.
not necessarily a bad thing.
I'm the coolest guy at the party every time.
And people feel comfortable. I guess people feel. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this now,
People
but
be comfortable. People are comfortable being douchebags.
people are
That's
comfortable being douchebags to you.
that's so weird to
That's.
say.
I'm sorry.
What? I don't know, man. I love it. I don't care. It's awesome to me, bro. And that's the end of it.
Here's okay.
What are you quit Wikipedia,
No,
bro?
I'm not on
Stop.
Wikipedia. I'm on onecountry.com.
What the? What is that?
Here's 7 different genres of country music defined. There's I guess country is full of banjo, steel, and acoustic guitar. It's about real life and is simple. Uh, they list Casey Musgraves, George Strait, Chris Stapleton,
George
Alan
Strait,
Jackson, Ashley
Alan
Monroe,
Jackson, man. I do
Lee
love me some Alan Jackson.
Leanne Womack, Maddie and Tay.
Ten.
There's classic country, Hank Williams, Dolly Parton. They have mainstream, which is Carrie Underwood, Blake Shelton, Miranda Lambert, Little Big Town. I
Ish.
like Little Big Town.
Little
Brad
Big Town's
Paisley,
great, dude.
Randy
Carrie
Clark,
Underwood's my
Tim
favorite.
McGraw.
That's my girl. She can sing. She was the original American Idol winner. Or was that Kelly Clarkson?
That was Kelly. Wait, that was Kelly Clarkson.
So I think Carrie was like second.
There was hold on. Yeah, bro country is an actual thing. It's an actual subgenre of country music, and that's like Florida Georgia Line, Thomas Rhett, Luke Bryan,
Thomas, that is awesome. Luke
James
Bryan
Rice.
is mainstream. See, if you're talking mainstream compared to like Luke Bryan is a mainstream artist. Like he's the biggest country artist there is right now, by far. Which I called one day. I was with a girl my freshman year of college, and she was a big country fan,
Hmm.
and it was right before Luke Bryan started to hit, and I was listening to him, and it was like when his first couple songs came out, and I was like, dude, he's gonna be like the biggest artist. And she goes, no. And I was like, I'm telling you, he is. Boom, pops out, biggest artist right now. He's awesome. Drunk on You. That's my song. That's like one of my favorite
Hmm.
songs of all time.
But I'm
Girl,
telling you,
you.
man, I think there's a lot of people who won't admit that they like country in public, but will sit at home and listen to some country music, or in the shower, or in their car. There's people who tell you they don't like country music. They have something. I mean, they have like a couple of songs, at least a couple of songs that they listen to that
Yeah,
they're
but
in
that
love
doesn't
with.
mean they like country music. Like
I think
again,
that
you can
means you
like
like country
a song.
music. You know what? Like,
It means you like that song. A song can.
yeah, but it's
I like
country.
anything that
So you
sounds
like
good to
country
me.
music.
Oh my god.
I like any okay, I like anything that sounds good to me. There's country music that sounds good to me. So I think that means I like country music.
Okay. Well, I mean that's a good
I mean,
point. That's valid. Take that. I hate metal. I'll never listen to a metal song ever. Ever. Ever.
who's like
Screamo crap.
Metallica?
Okay, never mind then. Let me rephrase this. I totally thought screamo music I don't like.
I
But I
used to
guess
be
if
into screamo.
you call Metallica screamo music,
Let me rephrase that. I wasn't into screamo. I was there was this Christian screamo band I listened to a lot in high school called Devil Wears Prada, and that was the only screamo band I ever listened to in my
Devil
life.
Wears Prada.
Yeah,
What
I don't
the
know
hell
what
is
this.
that?
It's like this. They're a Christian screamo band. Well, I guess they're not like they don't sing about Jesus. They're just a bunch of they identify as Christians, but they make screamo music. So by default, they were just like a Christian screamo band, and I listened to them a lot in high school, in middle school, and stuff. But that's because everyone else around me listened to them.
No, God. Did you listen to like My Chemical Romance?
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, they're all right. Yeah. Some people were just like, I don't even know. They're just over the head with those. I wasn't like completely into it, but I was
Hmm.
like, I mean, I guess it's all right. It's not. I don't think it was that good or anything like that. But I don't know. Yeah, but hey.
Yeah.
But some people will just flat out tell me they're like, I can't listen to it. Like it sucks. Like
I don't believe that. I don't believe anyone who says that.
really?
Yeah, I don't believe that at all.
Okay. Well, if you say
I
so,
would
I
say
guess.
there's probably types of country music that they don't like, but within all of those subgenres of country music, there's something there that they would sit down and listen to over
Just
and
need to
over
find
again,
me.
or they would download, or they already have on their iPod or their iPhone. Yeah, I don't believe. When people, yeah, I don't. What I don't understand are like people who just like only like one type of music or say they only like I only like classic rock. Like
Then they
those
go
people
fuck
are
themselves.
so freaking pretentious. Like
Yeah,
there's no
those people
way
piss me
you
off.
only like one or two types of music.
I only
That's
listen,
so weird. It's so
but
limiting.
dude, I know people from Grand Island, Nebraska, that they only listen to gangster ass rap. They're not gonna listen to Luke Bryan. Like they're gonna listen to their. I think there's definitely people that just stick to listening to like their stuff. Like they're not putting in their headphones. The thug man from freaking Locust Street. Shout out to any Grand Island people that are listening to this. Um, they're chilling at the Sonic drive-through. That's just to branch off a little bit. No, I'll finish this thought. But chilling on whatever, like they're listening to Two Chains and Rick Ross and whatever that kind of stuff, and they're not about to bump Carrie Underwood before he cheats. They're not bumping that music. So they just stick to that kind of that rap because that's what they are attracted to. Like that sings to their life or whatever it is. So I think that that's pretty important. Like a lot of people, they listen to that music a lot because it speaks to them or how their life goes or like they can make those connections. If that makes any sense. I don't know if I made any sense there. But hey. But then again, me talking about how I love country music and the guys talking about a farmer, I've never like I mean I've been on a farm and everything. My family has a farm, but I've never lived on a farm, like woken up at 5 in the morning to milk cows. Like I've never done that. I've never done that. So I guess I can't relate, but I can pretend to relate to it.
Yeah, there's things like yeah. Anyway, yeah, I
Hey,
forgot what else I was gonna say, but I mean, I guess
that's
we
fine.
came with a top five list. I know I made the top five, my top five. Actually, oh crap! Now that we've had this discussion, I kind of want to change my top five country songs I made here because some of these aren't like actually like good songs.
Okay, well you
Some
go
of
ahead
them
and
are,
change it.
but
See, I couldn't do top five country songs. That's just impossible. I can give shout outs to certain songs that I love, but I just couldn't. But like these, I have like some old classics. Like I was addicted to Alan Jackson's "Little Bitty," so it's always gonna be one of my favorite songs. It was a little bitty town in a big old city. Might as well share, might as well smile. Life goes on in a little bitty while. I haven't listened to that song in like years. I still know the words to it. But hey, I'm from Nebraska and I live in New York City, so it's kind of cool. And then my like Luke Bryan, "Drunk on You." But I'm gonna give you like my top five country artists that I love to listen to right now, or that I'll give my all time. Like number five, I'll start off with Alan Jackson because he's like old school to me, and I loved his kind of. He was like the little twangier that I really liked. He's kind of I always think of him as like the not he's not the godfather of country, but to me he was because I didn't grow up with Johnny Cash. I didn't
mm,
like I can recognize that how great he is, but I didn't grow up. Just like when you compare it to sports, when we're talking about who the greatest basketball player of all time is, I think it's Michael Jordan. But I didn't necessarily I didn't grow up watching him. Like I was younger when he was really playing, Like I watch LeBron. Like it's hard for me to say LeBron James is not LeBron James is the greatest basketball player that I've sat through and watched, really. But that's a whole nother discussion. But so I'd give Alan Jackson my number 5. Number 4, I'm gonna go Carrie Underwood because she's a legit. I'm very big fan. Like I think she's a legit singer. She's so good. And
Carrie
I think
Underwood is awesome.
Carrie Underwood's amazing. She's like
awesome. She's
the
great.
biggest girl crush I've ever had in my life.
And Kelly Clarkson is amazing too.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson is. Kelly Clarkson can sing anything. But Carrie Underwood would be my number 4 because she's got such a powerful voice. I definitely think, like, I obviously think Beyonce is, what was I saying? I think she's on like par with Beyonce. I think Beyonce is kind of the goddess of singing. Like I kind of look at her that way. I think Carrie Underwood is right up there with her and Adele and
I mean, I would put them.
Alicia Keys. I think those girls are just like.
I'd put them in the same circle. Well, not like. I don't know.
Yeah. I think Beyonce's always going to probably be on another. Like, oh, this is kind of a cool. I'm sorry, I'm breaking from our top 5, but at one point when you talk about our Mount Rushmore, did we talk about that before? How, like, when you have a Mount Rushmore is like this idea of the top 4 of anything and any whatever because of like the Mount Rushmore that was created that has those presidents on it. I would put like Carrie Underwood on the Mount Rushmore of like female artists in my eyes. That's how great I think she is. Number 3, I'm gonna say right now I would have to pick. I'd go Sam Hunt 3, because no, I can't give him 3. I have to put him higher. I'd probably put Blake Shelton in there. I'm a pretty big fan of Blake, but I would put Blake Shelton in there. But that's so hard. It's so hard for me. But hey, I put Blake Shelton in there. I love his kind of music. It's really powerful to me. Number 2, I would go Sam Hunt. Right now, I'm like, he's so different. He's very different. He has like little raps in his country music that I think are really awesome. He doesn't follow kind of that. There's like a kind of set formula with the stadium country music that's followed a lot. But he kind of really breaks from it, and it's this kind of fast paced music, but it's so good. And then number 1, Luke Bryan. I'm like anything Luke Bryan. He's one of those guys like I wouldn't even have to listen to the song. I'll get it, buy it, whatever it is, because I love Luke Bryan's voice, everything he sings. He's awesome. He's a great performer when he's performing live and everything. I mean, I haven't when I've seen videos of him performing live, I think he's got a really cool knack and stuff. But he's a legitimately good singer, and that's another reason I think a lot of the country groups that I like, they're legit good singers. I mean, you could say that for some. I mean, I guess a lot of the top 40, like you can't say Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande is a great singer. I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah, that'd be like my top 5. But
okay.
You have yours, Milo?
Yeah. Well, I did my top 5 songs, and unlike Dustin, this is not a definitive list of my top 5, because if looking back at this list, I would totally change a lot of these songs on here. So, that being said, this is my top 5 in no particular order at all. It's a random order. I have I have Nobody to Blame by Chris Stapleton.
Oh, that's a good song, man.
I like that song a lot. I like that whole album that he released with that song on it. There's a lot of songs on there that I like a lot. I like his Might As Well Get High song. It's pretty good. After that, in no order, again, I have Blake Shelton's Boys Round Here.
That's not number 1?
No. Well, it's not. I haven't numbered them. It's just like
Boys Round Here, drinking that ice. That song makes me so happy, man, because I always think of you. So I'm like, that's my best friend's song.
I have a lot of fun with that song. When you
get married, I'm making that song be played. When I'm giving that speech, that's got to be it. I don't care if your wife.
I have a lot of fun with that song. I think that's a good song.
It is a good
other
song.
People may not think it is, but I think it's pretty nice. It's pretty. I think it's fun.
It is fun. I gotta listen to that now.
I have also on my list "Your Man" by Josh Turner. That's a song that I sing at karaoke a lot. I have that in my auditioning book as well. I sing "Your Man." I have that in
Love
there.
it. That's a good choice, brother.
Yeah, and I think I like it a lot because one, I think I'm pretty killer at it. It's perfectly in my range because I mean I would categorize myself as a bass baritone, um, and so it's I don't know. I think it's a perfect song for my voice type, and so I sing it quite a bit. Um, my other one on here is Wagon Wheel. I like that song a lot. Both the Old Crow Medicine Show. Is that it? Yeah, Old Crow Medicine Show.
I don't know.
That's
I
what they're
don't know.
called, I think. Well, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But Old Crow Medicine Show and Darius Rucker, both versions of that song,
Darius Rucker.
I like a lot. I think Darius
He's
Rucker's
good.
pretty good. Yeah,
He is pretty good. I like him.
I think he can do a lot. He does. He's a very versatile artist. I think.
Oh wow.
I think he can go because he can do country, he can do alternative rock, which is not that big of a jump, but you know.
Yeah, I guess. I guess not. But it's he's a talented man.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't know who sings. I forget who sings this one, but the last one I have on this list is Red Solo Cup.
Oh, it's Toby
Toby
Keith.
Keith. Yeah, I like that song a lot. That one's also a lot of fun too.
See that song. That song is. Oh, apologies, folks. That song is. It's funny, but it would be like my top 5 favorite songs to listen to. Like it's an awesome like, oh, we're getting drunk, let's listen to that
Yeah.
song, but I don't
Just
want to put
fun.
it on my headphones when I'm walking on the subway.
I would. I would probably do
I'd feel weird
that.
doing that. Red Solo Cup. Because one, it'd probably make me want to drink, and I'm like, all right, let's drink now. I had. Is that it for your top 5?
Yeah, that's it.
Love it. I had a conversation with my friend Cody last night, and I was like really trying not to drink at all last night because I had drank a little too much the other night,
Mm-hmm.
and but you know when you're in that environment after a while, and we started playing whatever games, I'm like, oh fine, I started drinking, and then I was like, God, I'm an alcoholic, and then Cody's like, alcoholics don't call themselves alcoholics, so I think you're fine. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's so true. Like a real alcoholic isn't going around at a party, I'm such an alcoholic, oh Jesus. And then I realized how sometimes I need to shut my stupid mouth and I need to watch what I'm saying. It's not like an okay thing to say.
Yeah. I think we'll leave it at moral of today's show, just shut your stupid mouth.
More of today's show, shut your mouth while you're saying. Be careful.
We got less than a minute left. I mean, less than 2 minutes
All right.
left. So I guess we'll wrap this up here. As you probably have guessed by the time you're listening to this last part of this podcast episode was about country music.
Yeah. Boys around here.
Let me play some outro music. This is Miles Phillips.
I'm Dustin Sutliff.
This was That Damn Podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a loyal listener. If you have been listening to every single podcast we have put out, we love you guys.
Shout out to you, Justin Aarons, my friend from back home.
Oh yeah,
good
shout
to be
out
back
to
on that our podcast.
Number 1 fan, Justin Aarons.
Yeah,
I haven't met him, but he's probably a really cool guy.
He's a good man. Ustify. That's an inside joke. He's not. He hopefully he remembers. You have no idea what that is.
I don't. Well,
we used to. Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Nice talking to you guys. This is That Damn Podcast out.
Peace.